I don't know if I've ever done it before, but I'll say it. Climax's "I Miss You" sounded so much like Michael Jackson. George Fenderilla's tone was so like a female vocal version of Michael Jackson that it had to like throw people for a loop when it came out in '85. I mean, the tone, the phrasing is almost like you do a demo for Human Nature, and then you run like that, and it's like a strong tribute because it's almost like also, but also harks back to his "I Want to Be Where You Are" days more so. But it's uncanny. It's amazing when I hear it, and got me thinking. Climax's "I Miss You" sounding like a Michael Jackson record. Is that the strongest one that you ever heard that sounded like MJ? But it wasn't. I tell this story all the time whenever I get asked because everybody knows I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I never hid that, never will. He was the most dominant artist of my lifetime, and his impact changed the culture of music twice as a child artist and as a grown artist. The songs, the music, it speaks for itself, you know. And you tend to, fall in the categories because if you're a big MJ fan, you let it be known. If you're in between, you dug him and you dug others. And if you didn't, you make sure whoever you supported, you bought their records because you knew you had to deal with Michael. That's how big he was. He was Big Bad Mike back in the day. And this song was like playing in your head. It's like, wow. But it's like she was channeling almost with the child's heart when you hear the song, the old MJ. So it was a trip to hear that vocal interpretation, and it wasn't by accident. And of course, it got played like crazy on adult contemporary R&B and pop, because even in '85, I mean, he still was like 2.5 years removed from Thriller, which that was the that was a standard album. I mean, when you have 7 out of 9 songs that hit, come on now. And never mind what Rolling Stones whack racist magazine behind says. That album was a greatest hits album. Period. End of story. There ain't been another album that you could sit there and say every song could have been a hit because 7 out of 9 were. That's that was mind blowing back in '83, '84. That's mind blowing now. 40 years later, it's like, wow, that album did all that. That's like, okay, that's a whole body of work in one. You don't need to do nothing else. So, anyway, does this song, Climax I Miss You, with George Fenderella singing lead, and she's a very talented producer bassist, If you know about her, you know how bad she is. Um, Real cool person too. Had a very strong book. Check it out if you get a chance to. Is it the most Michael Jackson sounding song that you ever heard that wasn't him? Or is there something else that derives it? But anyway, I'm looking forward to the kind of feedback because there have been other songs that, definitely had a Michael kick to them. But this one was like echoing the past and the present, and it worked. Because it had that echo, that clear, harmonious thing on the lead in the background, the cadence. And that's a funny story because the only person that I recall at that time period that did that Michael thing that wasn't just, obviously they were obvious cast that was Jack and the Steves, but Steve Arrington, weak at the knees with it. When you hear that little staccato that he does, well, that was the person like, wow. And so, but that's how impactful Michael Jackson was. So anyway, Climax's "I Miss You." Is that the most Michael Jackson sounding song you ever heard? Let me know. Is it or isn't it? Because I know Misdemeanor by Foster Silver is going to get some love. But in the '80s, I'm thinking. But let me know. Where is it ranked? Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.